Alright, Shalom. It's Karatazai here off the GMS ATL camp. Just here with the lesson, but before I get started, I would like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well, and peace and safety to the Akim that's spread it around the four corners, that's pushing out this truth, giving all dues and putting their lives on the line to do so. And I just wanted to do a quick in transit, going in on what the future has in store for America. Because yesterday at camp inspired me, to do this lesson because we were in the downtown area, and you could just it was a big event going on, football game, and you could just see the proud look on these American faces, man. And they don't have they have not one clue, of what the future holds for America, man, which is destruction. A great amount of destruction with that, man. It's gonna get hit with plagues. The plagues, the same plagues that were back in Egypt. In the book of Exodus, and more. It's going to be famine, pestilence, going back to the sicknesses, it's going to be the martial law, and the end all be all, it's going to be ICBM nuclear missiles, man. That's going to destroy this place, man. So that's what the future, has in store for America, not some, beautiful land, full of, technology and, just thriving. No, America is going to be, a devoured land, man, so to speak, man, as the scriptures say. But, with not too much to do, too much rambling, I'm going to just get, some scriptures and Abba Ratazah that this lesson is edifying. I'm going to start off with Revelation chapter 18, and at the top, it says, and after these things, it says, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. And we all know, that, when the scriptures speak of Babylon, it's talking about America, because number one, Babylon, is still being inhabited to this day, which is modern day Iraq. And we also know that because the word Babylon literally means confusion, and what's more confusing, than America, man? This is the basically the stomping grounds, for in the entire world for confusion, man. It's madness. You got homosexuals. You got trannies, and you got all type of weird madness going on, man. And that and to the point where kids, who don't even have or I would say who shouldn't have, the power that the kids can change their own gender, man. Kids can determine, whether they want to be a boy or a girl, and it actually take their parents to court over it, man. That's how you know that this place, America, is the land of confusion, man. But because of that, there's going to be a great destruction, man, coming to a city near you in America, man. These countries, that's in NATO, is going to turn on America, man. Because and when I continue reading, it's going to explain that. It says, Babylon the Great is fallen and become the habitations of devils and the and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So once this space is, desolated, the unclean, animals and birds are going to dwell here, man. Because because that shows you that, it shows you that America is going to be filthy, man, in order for, the unclean birds, to dwell here after this place, it isn't going to be inhabitable anymore, man. You want the destruction and the radiation, from the missiles, it's gonna cause it to where, a human won't even be able to live here, man. If you ever seen, the movie I Am Legend, that's just a light, glimpse, a very, very light glimpse of what's coming to America, man. And it says, verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So these nations, whether they're adopting, American customs in their own country, or whether they're coming to America and adopting American customs, they're doing it, man. And it says they're drunk off the wrath of her fornication, man. Why? You have these false idols. You got so-called Chinese people call themselves Christians. That's how the nations have drunk of the wrath of her fornication. It says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, man. So these nations, basically thrive, off the wickedness of America, man. But that's going to be another reason why this place is going to get a sore destruction, as the scriptures say, because it's the land of confusion, man. It started all the wickedness, man, because America is against everything that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua speaks for, man. It's plain and simple, man. It says, that was pretty much the point, and that where I wanted to get out of there. This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all the proud that do wickedly shall be stubble. This is talking about America, man. America is gonna, the day comes where America is gonna burn like an oven, man. That's a fervent heat, man. And it's gonna come from the lasers that's coming from the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, with the heat that's coming from the missiles, man. It says, and the day cometh that shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. It shall leave them neither root nor branch, man. So that's right, man. Your body, is basically going to vanish, man. There's going to be nothing left for you, man. Show you that in certain movies. I forget. I think it might be Terminator, when the heat hit the body, it was basically ashes, man. That's how it's gonna be, man. That's how it's gonna be for you. 2/3 of our people, and that's how it's gonna be for the heathens, man. Because you didn't listen to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. speaking to 2/3 of our people, but the so-called white man, and the heathens, hey, you're going to get it regardless, man. And you can't, and you're not going to be able to run from it, man. That's the future, for America, man. Is death and destruction, man. The same thing that you were blessed with, because you were blessed with the sword, is going to be the same way you're going out. 2nd Esdras 16:1 says, Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. When you look at that word, look into the word woe, it goes into basically destruction, man. So destruction into Babylon, man. And we already know who Babylon goes back to, America, man. That was one of the secrets, that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua revealed into his servants, that Babylon is speaking of America, because this is the land of confusion, man. This is it. It says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sackcloth and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. So that's the future of America, man. Is destruction. It says a sword is sent among you, and who can turn it back? Nobody, man, because it's prophecy. The Lord prophesies for the destruction of this place, man. So you can't turn it back, man. The scriptures say, for when they say shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction, man. A fire is sent among you, and who can quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and why? And what is he that may drive them away? So those plagues are coming, just as in the book of Exodus, man. And ultimately, the men of the Lord, the righteous men of the Lord, can't wait, man, because of all the proud looks on your people's faces, man. When you scoff at us at camp, you walk by and you mean mug. You call us names, say childish things. That's why the destruction, is going to be such a great thing, and we, the men of the Lord, yearn for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to come and destroy this place, because you people show no reverence to his servants, man, or to our Father and the Son. So that was, pretty much the point that I wanted to get is the future, of America, which is death and destruction, man. So with that, I want to go ahead and close out by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Peace and safety to the occupant that's spread across the four corners of the world, that's pushing out this truth, giving all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. Till the next time, shalom.